is coming up next right here on FS1. So let's head over check-in with Colin Cowherd today. Hey, Colin, how are you? What's on the show?
Tom Brady left New England. Why can't Bill Belichick? His quarterback solution, it's not going to change in New England. So go to a team with a star young quarterback for the last 5 to 6 coaching years of your life. Tom left. Why can't Bill? Next.
Interesting, Colin. Thank you. Look forward to it. Guys, the Lakers are reportedly interested in pursuing free agent big man Serge Ibaka this offseason. LA will only have the mid-level exception to offer Ibaka, who would fit in alongside LeBron and AD as a rim protector who can also stretch the floor. Ibaka is one of the best veterans available on the market, and he was a key part of Kawhi's Toronto team that won a title 2 seasons ago. Gosh, that title feels so long ago at this point. Shannon, should the Lakers pursue Ibaka?
Skip, you know what that means, right? Title, yeah, yeah. Title, yeah, yeah. Absolutely, we should go get Serge. A blocker. Woo, a guy that can protect the paint, stretch the floor, hit the three. He shot 38%, almost 39% from the three-point range last year. So can you imagine a lineup with Bron, AD, Serge? I don't care who else you put out there. You put me and Jenny out there. Hey, you got you a championship caliber team right there, Skip. And we ain't done yet either. We gonna add some more pieces.
Really?
Back to back, Jack.
So, question. How are you going to afford a Serge Ibaka who's going to command a lot of money?
No, he ain't.
You realize very quietly he had a career year in Toronto last year. He averaged 15, a career high, 8 rebounds, second highest of his career, high 1.4 assists, career high. That was an
You want to win a title, he'd have made money.
He shot 39% from 3, 72% from the line. That's money, money, money.
Oh, that was
He didn't want pennies from the Lakers. Wait a second. He already got his ring thanks to the Clipper, Kawhi Leonard. It's a done deal. He just wants to get paid, and the Lakers cannot pay him.
Why didn't Tom Brady take all that money from Tampa? Why he only took $25 million?
This isn't about Tom Brady. It's about LeBron James.
Exactly. And your ability, you don't want Bron to get no more titles. And you know the more good players that we get, like everybody else, because we got space. We got money.
You don't have big space.
First of all,
you got LeBron and AD. You got to pay them.
AD's up. So AD might come in, take a little less money.
He will not.
And that's not just thing. See, there you go. You always trying to sow discontentment, discord. But we're not going to let you do it.
Oh, that's right. His agent is LeBron's agent.
Now, don't wait. See, there you go. See, all that.
LeBron didn't take a penny less.
All that is unnecessary. We don't need you to talk about it. We know who their representation is.
All that matters is you're going to lose playoff Rondo to the Clippers. That's going to be the key free agent move. And you can, let's say you do sign Serge. He'd be a nice backup to AD.
Who's going to be backup? We might start him.
Well, there aren't enough basketballs to go around because he's going to want to shoot it. He's going to shoot it from distance.
We will let him shoot it from distance.
Yep.
Don't you worry about. See, you worried about things right now. Don't worry about that. That's why we got Rob. Oh, Rob Pelinka. That's why he in charge. Let him handle this. Put those pieces together. Think about this. After your guy, sneaky Kawhi, pulled a fast one on us, y'all thought you left us for dead. But little did you know. See, Skip, sometimes when people try to bury you, all they don't realize they planted you. That's what you did. Kawhi thought he buried us, but in actuality, he planted us, and we grew a championship.
Yeah, because your unsung MVP was playoff Rondo.
Don't do that, Skip. Hold on. You told, Avery Bradley. What you gonna do without Avery? Avery. What we gonna do is win a title. Avery got a ring, and he gonna be back. Now what?
All I know is that the missing piece to the Clippers puzzle is named Rajon Rondo, and he will be a Clipper. You know it, and I know it, and you're going to be in big trouble.
You still got the rock in your shoe. Playoff P.
Yeah.
EE. He ain't going nowhere. Backside P. Backboard P.
We'll see how much you laugh next year. Yep.
Hey, you know, he might be a changed man. I saw where he got engaged, he's getting married, and sometimes marriage settle things down. But it ain't gonna change a thing for you. You in trouble. We going back to back, Jack.
Serge is going to say, I played with a real stud in Kawhi.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
I don't need that diva.
Kawhi didn't even want to talk to him. Kawhi didn't want to talk to him.
They talk to anybody.
They try to high-five him coming out the tunnel. He like, nah, go. That's why. So now look at us. We're going to get them back-to-back. Skip, that'll be 5. 5 for 5. You know, 5.
Just watch that team in the basement.
$5 foot long.
Yeah, that's what you're worth about $5.
You are finishing the show with. That is it for for Undisputed. We are back at the same time tomorrow morning. The Herd is on next. Have a good day, guys. How much does Brady miss Belichick?
He misses, I don't know if he necessarily misses Belichick, Skip, but he misses the structure, the discipline that Coach Belichick provided. He misses not being criticized publicly in the media, unlike Coach Belichick wouldn't and didn't do anything like that. Now, did he criticize Brady in front of the teams or show plays in which Brady messed up? Sure, absolutely. But that's something entirely different than offering a critique or a harsh critique in the public's view. I believe he misses that, Skip. He misses the structure. He misses the discipline of not getting penalties, of not jumping off sides, of not doing certain things that cost your team wins. He's used to being in situations where the other teams made those mistakes that cost them a victory, as opposed to being on a team that's doing those things that's costing us victory. So I believe there are aspects. Does he miss the person, Coach Belichick? Absolutely not. Does he miss the structure and the discipline that Coach Belichick provided? Absolutely. But I'm sure there are some things that he likes about being in Tampa. Maybe it's the weather, Skip. Maybe maybe the way they practice is a little different and you get more time off. I don't know, but I know he misses structure. When you've been, Skip, it's kind of like the military. When you've been in the military for an extended period, let's imagine Tom Brady was in the military for 20 years. When you're in the military for 20 years, your bed is made up every morning. Certain things are put in certain. My grandfather believed in that. He was in the military, so he structured everything was about discipline.
Yep.
That's what Tom had for 20 years. You just can't turn that off, Skip.
Yep.
And they're asking Brady to look. It's a new sheriff in town. Guys jumping outside. They're like, "What the hell is this?" Guys getting penalties, dumb penalties. You're like, "What?" And you're not gonna say anything about that because Coach Belichick would have missed. If an offensive lineman had done what that lineman did in Chicago, Coach Belichick would have made him at midfield and put his foot in his butt.
Yep.
But he would have known because Coach Belichick has gone through that situational football. In situations like this, we can't afford to have that happen. So I'm sure there are things that Tom Brady misses about New England. I'm just not so sure it's Coach Belichick.
So I'll go one level deeper here. I definitely think Tom Brady misses Bill Belichick, the head coach. He does not miss Bill, the general, top to bottom.
Right.
And he slowly but surely left the cupboard barer and barer.
That happened on his watch.
And at times it felt, as I told you, that word I sort of created, it felt a little sabotagey. I didn't think he wanted Tom to succeed because he wanted the bulk of the credit. So he's getting more and more exposed as a team builder because last night I'm feeling sorry for poor Cam Newton. He's throwing to an undrafted kid out of North Carolina State who played quarterback in college, and he's also throwing and handing to little Gunnar Olszewski, right?
Yeah.
Out of Bemidji, whatever it's called.
State.
She knows. State and upstate Minnesota, right?
4 hours north.
4 hours north,
of Minneapolis.
says Jenny Taft.
In Canada, basically.
Okay?
They just have a cabin up there.
Remember,
come on, guys.
Gunnar was cut and out until they got so desperate at receiver. There's no Edelman now. There's no N'Keal Harry. That they brought back little Gunnar. And they were running jet sweeps like crazy to little Gunnar last night. He's not bad. But again,
Demir Bird had 9 targets.
he had 9 targets. And he's turning Jacoby Myers into a star, right?
He is.
What do you have, 169? Whew. So that's all you got. And trust me, Tom's watching the game. He's feeling for Cam. He says, I know how that feels. Yeah. I was trying to overcome that last year. The offensive line's not bad. I think it's pretty much, I think it's on par with what Tom has worked with in Tampa. But the rest of it, the skill position, the weapons, it's not even close.
No, it's not.
Okay, so what he's missing now, especially today, after that salvo from Bruce Arians yesterday directed at Brady, he's missing, as you say, structure. He's missing credibility because one thing about Belichick is he's always coaching. It's 24/7. He is no stone left unturned before a game, where every little T is crossed and I is dotted, where your preparation is supreme, where when you step on the field 2 hours before the game, you know it is done. Whatever you could do to get as right as you could get, it is done. And with Bruce Arians, I don't think it feels done to Tom.
I think the biggest thing that Tom Brady misses about Coach Belichick is calm. You lose, the sky isn't falling.
Yep.
It almost seems like every time you lose with BA, Skip, the sky's falling. Oh, we did this, and we had this guy. Coach Belichick say, we lost. We got to do everything better. We got to play better. We got to coach better. We got to tackle better. We got to do everything better.
Okay.
It's not one specific
What happened
thing.
back in 2014 on that Monday night?
Right.
What was it, 41 to 14?
41-14.
At Kansas City, it's just death and destruction, doom and gloom. All the guys on ESPN are saying, that's it for Tom Brady. Poor Tom Brady, it's over for him. And what was Bill's classic all-time line? We are on to Cincinnati.
But the thing was, but remember they asked him at the press conference at the end of the game, are you thinking about making a quarterback switch?
Yeah,
And
okay.
Coach Belichick.
No.
Next question.
Next question. But on to Cincinnati.
Correct.
So they go home the next Sunday and destroy a pretty good Cincinnati team at
Yes.
that point. I think it was 43
They beat
to
the brakes off
14.
them.
It
Yes.
was in that ballpark.
Yes.
And it launched them toward the
Right.
Super Bowl that they won against